The Kurukshetra war was not just a family feud, it was a geopolitical earthquake that reshaped Bharat. Behind every sword swing and war cry, there were alliances, betrayals, and hidden power moves that changed history. From the Kuru dynasty to distant kingdoms like Gandhara and Magadha, every ruler had something to gain, or lose. This is the untold story of the power struggles behind the Mahabharata. Part 1, The Power Centers of Ancient Bharat. The Kuru Empire, Hastinapura and Indraprastha. At the heart of Bharat was the Kuru Empire, ruling from Hastinapura and later Indraprastha. This dynasty controlled the Ganga-Yamuna trade routes, making it an economic powerhouse. Under Bhishma's leadership, Hastinapura was once the center of power, but under Duryodhana, cracks began to show. The Pandavas, exiled and humiliated, built their own kingdom, Indraprastha, turning it into a rising superpower. This created a bipolar world, with Bharat divided between Duryodhana's Hastinapura and Yudhishthira's Indraprastha. Panchala and Matsya, the Pandava allies. Further east, the kingdom of Panchala and its ally Matsya were crucial in the geopolitical chessboard. King Drupada, father of Draupadi, had long been a rival of Hastinapura. His kingdom had rich iron deposits, making it one of the most advanced in weapon-making. Matsya, ruled by King Virata, controlled key agriculture and trade routes, giving the Pandavas access to critical resources. Their alliance with Panchala ensured that the Pandava army had both weapons and food supplies, two essential elements of war. Gandhara, the hidden manipulator. Far to the northwest lay Gandhara, ruled by King Subala and his son, Shakuni. This was no ordinary kingdom, it was a land of diplomatic trickery and political manipulation. Shakuni, after watching his family suffer at the hands of Hastinapur, vowed revenge. He turned Duryodhana into his puppet, whispering strategies that slowly led to the greatest war in history. Gandhara also controlled silk route trade, making it a key player in international politics. Magadha, the silent superpower. In the east, Magadha was a rising force. Once ruled by Jarasandha, it was on its way to becoming the most powerful kingdom. Jarasandha had nearly conquered all of Bharat before being killed by Bhima in a legendary duel. With Jarasandha gone, Magadha remained leaderless during the Kurukshetra war, but its absence was no coincidence. Many historians believe that Krishna removed Magadha from the equation to prevent an even greater catastrophe. Dwarka, the naval power. To the west, Krishna's Yadava clan ruled from Dwarka, a city that controlled naval trade in the Arabian Sea. Krishna, however, took a neutral stance in the war, at least on the surface. In a masterstroke of diplomacy, Krishna gave his entire army to Duryodhana but sided with the Pandavas himself. This ensured that both sides remained balanced, preventing an easy victory for either. Part 2, The Political Chessboard, Alliances and Betrayals. Shakuni's grand strategy, divide and rule. Shakuni knew that a direct war against the Pandavas was risky, so he planted seeds of division. He turned Karna against Krishna, weakened Bhishma's influence, and manipulated Duryodhana into isolating key allies. He even orchestrated marriages. Duryodhana's sister, Dushala, was married to Jayadratha, the king of Sindhu, ensuring a western front for the Kauravas. Draupadi's marriage, a political masterstroke. Draupadi's sway wasn't just personal, it was political. By marrying the 5 Pandavas, she united 5 warrior clans. Her humiliation in the dice game turned neutral kingdoms into Pandava supporters. The Madra kingdom betrayal, Shalaya's tragedy. King Shalaya of Madra initially wanted to fight for the Pandavas, but Duryodhana tricked him with grand hospitality. Bound by honor, Shalaya was forced to fight against the Pandavas, becoming Karna's charioteer. Part 3, The Great War, Who Really Benefited? The Fall of Kuru, Duryodhana's failed diplomacy. Hastinapur, once the greatest empire, lost everything due to Duryodhana's arrogance. His poor leadership isolated key allies, making his defeat inevitable. The post-war power shift, the rise of new dynasties. With most Kshatriyas dead, the political landscape changed forever. the biggest winner? Magadha. In the centuries that followed, it rose to dominance, eventually leading to the Mauryan Empire. The Mahabharata was not just a war, it was the battleground where diplomacy, strategy, and power shaped the future of Bharat. Kingdoms rose and fell, alliances were forged and broken, but the wisdom of our ancestors in geopolitics still echoes through time. The same Bharat that once mastered statecraft in Kurukshetra now stands as a rising global force. The strategies of the past are the lessons of today. From Chakravartins to modern visionaries, our land has always been a cradle of power, wisdom, and resilience. Bharat was never just a land, it was an idea, a force, an unbreakable civilization. And today, that spirit still thrives. If you enjoyed the video, please show your appreciation by liking, sharing, and subscribing to Vedic Chronicles. Your support goes a long way, thank you.